Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thank you for taking your own time out to check out this video. Where today, on January 26th, as I'm recording this video right now, exclusively on Amazon Prime, they've released a documentary, KSI in Real Life. So yeah, I actually woke up early to check this out because, being honest with you, I don't know a lot about KSI himself and I kind of want to learn more about him. And what a better way to do it than a movie/documentary. And yeah, I felt like I learned a lot from this walking away from it. So this definitely explores his kind of life in general and like growing up as a kid. Then kind of explores how he got started on YouTube, how he got into music and boxing. So those are definitely elements that I knew already about him, about YouTube, music and boxing. But I didn't know how it kind of like accumulated together and how he got into one thing, then the other, and so forth. So yeah, I was very interested in checking this out. It is directed by Wesley Pollitt, who has done like some TV kind of documentary work before, and executive producer, I believe, is Louis Theroux, who is a big name himself. So yeah, I was very intrigued, and what I can overall say about after watching this documentary is that I definitely enjoyed it. I felt like I learned a lot here about KSI himself, and I found that I've taken away some information that I didn't know before. I do have a couple of negatives, which we'll get into very shortly. I think if you're a KSI fan, you may already know about this. You may have been following him since day one, whose real name is GJ, but he goes by KSI online. And yeah, it's one of those where I think if you already know about KSI, you're probably already going to know this information. Yeah, you might learn a bit more stuff about maybe like his kind of personal side to him, about his family, and maybe like a rivalry that he had with his brother, and they're kind of like falling out, that kind of thing. You might learn a little bit more about that, and like a little bit more like behind the scenes as we get some interviews here from his mom and dad and his brother Deji. So it's very interesting how that was kind of brought together, and kind of learning that, because as I say, I didn't really know any of that. So for me, I was like, wow, yeah, I'm learning a lot of information about this guy who seems like a genuine nice guy. I will say that it is well kind of made for most part. The kind of cinematography here and kind of just following around and how this was shot is kind of really well done. Capturing him in moments where he's having really highs, or capturing him in the kind of the personal moment where he's actually having a low point, and you actually see him shedding some tears, which it was a little bit upsetting for sure. And it's just kind of showing like a vulnerable side to him. So I really appreciate that the documentary kind of honed in on that and kind of just giving us like the real kind of JJ/KSI, you know, and showing us like, okay, well, actually there's times where he actually does doubt himself, or okay, well, he started on YouTube. Why does he deserve to do music? Why does he deserve to be in the boxing? Or proving he is wrong, or constantly feeling that kind of terrifying fear of losing, as he says in this, which I think was very powerful and very relatable to myself, and I'd say a lot of people also. I guess the only kind of negatives that I've got with KSI in real life, if I'm being honest, is I think there's a couple of times here how it's edited that I wasn't really a big fan of. But I do have that kind of common gripe in documentaries where we start from, say, very early stages and the beginnings, which is great, and then we kind of go to, say, a present day, then it flicks back, then it's forward, and then it's back all the time. I kind of just wish it was kind of like one timeline of points. But I would also say that here, I wish we kind of saw more of JJ, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I feel like some of the moments where we get like the boxing or the music, but I'd say especially the boxing part, I felt at times it was like a little bit skimmed over, and it just cut to like a quick clip of him like winning a fight, which is cool. But I would have liked to have seen like, say, more training, or like how he trains for it, or maybe like a program he's following, or, you know, something like that, really, to kind of like just to get into kind of like his mind of how he gets into like that moment when he is going to be boxing, or he knows, right, a couple of months away, I've got a fight on my hands, how am I going to prep for this? I would have liked to have seen that from him, and that kind of way the documentary could have been edited. But yeah, besides that, a really enjoyable documentary. It is on Amazon Prime right now. So have you seen KSI in real life? Are you going to go check it out? As for my score for this documentary, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and also press the red subscribe button down below so I can see you again on a future video. Also, if you're unaware, I do have a Patreon. I have a couple of tiers you can select from, which starts from £2 per month, and these tiers do include like early videos, my release schedules, say what goes onto the channel. You can actually pick out movies for me to review. There's so much stuff to find out about my Patreon. The link is down below in the description box if you want to check out more, and I want to give a big special thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help support the channel. And thank you for taking your own time out to check out this video and this review. If you're brand new here, just thank you so much for your support. And if you're coming back, also thank you so much for your support. And until the next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.